Hello, dear students. Let us continue today with the leftover portion of our article writing. As in the last class, if you have gone through the material which is being forwarded to you and if you have listened to the explanation, we have already discussed regarding, what is an article and what does an article do. And one more thing which we saw in the last class is that in order to make your article sorry a realistic article, what must it consist of? Okay, so in that particular topic we saw that four points are there which are very important, which we have to keep in mind if we really wish to make our article a realistic one. So today there are some more important points which we will see, and which is as equally as important as the previous points which we have discussed for an article writing. So today the next point is, what must we remember? There are certain things that you must keep in mind before you begin writing an article. The first thing that which you must keep in mind before you begin writing an article is that whether this article is going to appear in a newspaper or magazine. This is very important for us to keep in mind, as because depending upon, as I told you in the last class itself, we must always have a clear picture in our mind about our target audience, that who is going to be our audience. So if you are well aware about this particular point, that where is your article going to appear, whether it is going to appear in a newspaper or it is going to appear in a magazine, then I'm sure you'll definitely write the content in such a way, and even in your thoughts that which you are going to use for writing, you'll frame it in such a way which will suit its preferred zone, be it the newspaper or be it the magazine. Next, another important point which we must remember before we start writing an article is that who are going to be the readers of this article. Like for example, is it going to be a specific group like such as students, or is it going to be some teenagers or adults in general, you can say. So that is one more point which, if you have a clear picture of this in your mind before you begin it, then accordingly you can frame your sentence, you can choose your vocabulary, and you can also develop the interest, because see, the student, you talk about the students, you talk about the teen. Now in the students is one such group where the age group of students lies from you can say even a class 1 student, even a class 1 child who goes to the school can be termed as a student. At the same time, a child in class 10 also can be termed as a student, but there is a difference in the age group, there is a difference in their thinking, there is a difference in their likes and dislikes. So you must be clear that whether it's going to be a student or particularly teenagers or adults, so that you can frame it accordingly. Next thing which you must remember before writing an article is that, why are you writing this article? That's a very important question, which means, what is the aim of this article? Are you writing this article to advise or to suggest, or even as I told you that an article can even suggest or even provide information. If you see the previous topic, I have already discussed that what does an article do. So among those points, you have to keep in mind that whether this article is written to advise or to suggest or to inform or to compare and contrast, or at times even to describe. You can describe about certain places, you can describe about certain event, person, or an experience. So if you have that aim clear in your mind, that what is the aim of this, what is the purpose of this article, why am I writing this article, then definitely your article will be the best article. So therefore, these 3 points which we have discussed just now, I would say it's a kind of a points to remember. We generally have points to remember, right? So this is the points to remember before you start an article writing. Now, there are certain other things as well, certain other factors which acts as a deciding factor in the layout of your article, and that is the style of your article, the language, and the level of formality. I repeat, I repeat those 3 points again, which acts as a deciding factor in the layout of your article is that your style, language, and the level of formality, the formal level that you are using in your article writing. So, when you start an article, what you have to do is that first of all, you have to be clear with the information that you are going to use and organize all those informations, organize your ideas carefully into paragraphs, and at the same time you must also keep in mind that each paragraph should have a clear topic sentence. All right. Next comes appropriate vocabulary, the words that you choose to use, your descriptive language for the article, the linking words and expressions, and if you could use instead of using a same type of monotonous words, monotonous vocabulary, if you could use a variety of vocabulary, it will improve your work, and at the same time it will make it more interesting for the readers. One thing which you should keep in mind and you should never forget while writing an article is that do not use over personal or over emotional language. Okay, don't be personal. As I told you, this article you are not writing for yourself. If you would have written the article for yourself, that wouldn't have been article, it would have been a diary entry, a diary where you jot down your feelings or emotions, so that you alone can refer to that, a collection of memories. But this article and diary entry are two different things. Article is written not to jot down your emotions or memories where only you can refer. No, it's for the larger group of the people, it's for the audience, not for yourself. So do not use your over personal or over emotional language. Or at the same time, simplistic vocabulary, the simple language and words, as I told you, it won't create any interest to the readers, and your motive behind writing an article is that to create interest among the readers. As I told you, that do not be over personal, which also means that do not talk about yourself. You are writing for the general public. You are not writing for a close circle of friends. Your opinions, whatever you have, your opinions are only interesting to other people. That you have to keep in mind. And if you can make them amusing, or if you can justify them or explain them, then your opinion will be interesting to other people. All right. So with this, we come to the end of this article writing. I hope I'm clear to you. In case if you don't understand or if you have any query, you may get back to me. All right. So take care. Study at home. God bless you.